Well, it started off initially for many years, just Windows servers, DFS. And that actually worked very well. We had very good network links to each of the offices around Europe. We had servers in each of the offices, all replicated to each other, all working very well, and it worked well. I mean, the amount of data is a lot, about probably 2.5, 3 terabytes. It's a lot smaller, but still, it still needs to be managed and worked with. We were doing off-premise backups and synchronized. Well, the thing it was lacking was, firstly, it was the management time. The same thing, the servers were starting to get old, and they think, well, you've got to make a decision here, and just the day-to-day management of it and remote access. How do people were seeing? We started to use Box.com because people was looking at, I need to share this with external people. I need remote access. They didn't want the VPN was. They just didn't want it. Basically, they expected to have access like that. They didn't want to, if they're remote, get a hotspot on their phone, connect their laptop to it, dial up to it. They just wanted access. So they started to use that. So we started looking at the cloud-based systems, and we had Office 365 just in place. So we thought, well, SharePoint and OneDrive would be the way to go. We tested it, rolled it out, tested it, seemed to be working well, and it just didn't work in the live environment, in the real world. And we were having people who were wanting to, synchronize multiple. They have this thing of wanting all their data on their laptops available just like that, and they were trying to synchronize, 200, 300 gig document libraries, and on your little laptop, that's going to not be very good, basically, after a while. So it was really having problems. It was struggling. OneDrive was okay on its own, to be honest. It's all right. It works. But then we found Egnyte, and we were recommended by one of our peers, and we looked at it, and it just seemed to answer a lot of the questions. What it allowed us to do was it removes a lot of the thought process from the user. It's a drive letter that they've had with their DFS server. That's what they love. Oh, look, there's my T drive. There we go. That's it is. They don't know all this back end stuff that's going on. They have no idea it's in the cloud. It's just, there's my files. And 99% of the time, that's what they use, the T drive. But then you had the flexibility of it on your phone, on your iPad, when they just go home and it just works and it's there. And that's really how it's brought forward. But that's how our sort of movement through. So it went from DFS, probably about 8 or 9 months with SharePoint. We moved fairly quick. We had SharePoint, we tested it, put it into live environment, didn't work, and there's a very quick decision. Look, we either continue trying to struggle with this, or let's just look out. And we found Egnyte and went from very quickly, moved to Egnyte, and haven't looked back since.